1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. One two 1 2 1 2. Yep. 2 2.
One,
1
two,
2 1 2 1 2 1 2
1, 2, 3,
1 2
5,
3.
4.
Yeah, there we go. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Magpies on Air for this afternoon's big game here at the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium. It's Chorley who take on Callum McIntyre's Chester side. My name is Pete Tscherewik. It's alongside Ewan Murray. Ewan, doesn't get much bigger, does it?
No, what a way to open up the season at home, eh?
It's one of those games where it's a bit of history behind there. You can hear the Chester fans over in the Frank Powell stand, loud, proud, but you couldn't really have asked for a better home game to start things off. These games are quite often tight games, cagey games, games that have got just about everything. Obviously, you go back to the 3-2 back in March where Chorley were 2-0 down within 20 minutes and went 3-2. So hoping for more of the same this afternoon.
Yeah, it should be a very evenly matched game. 4th and 5th last season, both teams. Great atmosphere here. Let's hope it doesn't disappoint.
Having a little look through the two teams for this afternoon's game. One change for Andy Priest's side, with Chris Anderson still in the dugout for this afternoon's game, with Priest suspended. Billy Whitehouse comes in to replace the suspended Milan Lalkovic. Chester, a few changes for themselves. An emergency goalkeeper in Andrew Wogan, who comes in from Stockport County. Incidentally, Wogan did play out on loan at fellow National League Northside Marine last season, so one to keep an eye on. Tom Pearce also back in the side for Callum McIntyre's team, having missed out last weekend. A couple of notable omissions for Chester as well, in Afrande Zanzala, who misses out through injury, as well as Ewan Murray, who remains out. And here come the two teams for this afternoon's game. Welcome to the Grantstow Victory Park Stadium. My name is Pete Tscherewik, alongside Ewan Murray, who's joining us for this afternoon's big game between Chorley FC and Chester. Ewan, we've just been through it there. It doesn't really get much bigger, and both teams are going to be really looking to cement their position in the National League North. Set out the store early and get a good result here.
Yeah, both teams here will have playoff ambitions for definite. As I say, it should be a very evenly contested game.
It's one of those, again, the rivalry that's been built up. A lot of people say, is it a derby? Is it something different? But I think more than anything else, it's just two teams that, have ultimately they've cemented themselves in and around those playoff positions year on year. And again, this game is one where you really would have liked it, I suppose, a little bit later on in the season when you've had 5 or 6 games to sort of bed yourselves in and get ready. But there's no rest for that now, and both teams are going to be tested to the absolute maximum this afternoon, and bragging rights are certainly on the cards. As we said there, just the one change for Chorley this afternoon, with Billy Whitehouse coming into the suspended Milan Lalkovic. New signing Luke Summerfield on the bench. You and obviously we've seen a little bit of him in pre-season as a trialist, and definitely could offer a little bit of extra something off the bench for that experienced midfield role.
I think obviously against the game against the Manchester City 11, he looked really well. He stood out in that midfield. So hopefully he brings something a bit different to the team.
Yeah, and it's one of those, isn't it? I think we've discussed it a little bit in pre-season. These games where you've got the 7 subs rules, you're going to need that a little bit extra on the bench. You're going to need sort of, to be able to call upon different players in different situations. And Luke's probably one of those, of course, Chorley as well. And after signing of Max Thompson this afternoon, Max not in the squad this afternoon, just due to selection more than anything else. But maybe a sign really doing that, Chorley, they've got a really good, strong bench. They've got players that they can call upon. And, you look at that bench, and it's probably the strongest bench that Chorley have had in it for in recent memory. And just ahead of kick-off, you can see here that Chorley players all sort of ready themselves up. The referee this afternoon is Mr. John Mulligan. He'll be assisted by Bilal Musa and Kieran Shell. The fourth official is Declan O'Regan. And Chester, have a little bit of a huddle there together. Few words exchanged from Declan Weeks and their supporters right away get behind him. And it will be Chester who will get things underway this afternoon. It will be Chester to get us off and running. And off we go. Straight away, Andrew Wogan, ball at his feet. Kicks it long down this right-hand side towards Pearce, who tries to get winner on Mark Ellis straight away. And Ello just stands firm, and it's not back to Matt Irwin. So Irwin takes his time, and you see Jack Sampson there being pulled all over the place by Tom League, and a little bit of this and that.
But that'll be a really big physical encounter, that.
But the handbags here early doors. Jack Sampson now with Nathan Woodthorpe.
Sampson just putting himself about a bit earlier.
So an early talking to for Jack Sampson from the referee, John Mulligan. And we know what Sampo's like, don't we, you? And he likes to get stuck in. He likes to really push on players. You can see the little bit with Leak, and he'll be fired up for this one.
Yeah, he thrives off the battle.
Down again and back towards Sampson, who's again 1v1 with Woodthorpe. Shrimpson tries to put a foot in, and Bainbridge just forced to punt it long. Again, though, all the way over towards Matt Irwin.
I think already we're seeing the makings of a physical game here early on.
Yeah, and it's going to be one of those where I think because it's so early on in the season, both teams, you don't want to lose. Both teams won, obviously, on the opening day, both winning 3-2, and Horbury battling hard against Woods, and then this time Shrimpson comes on clearly. It looks like it's going to be Pears and Motley Henry playing up front, and then two. Mike Carvely judged to a foul there, and Chester just looking to try and mount something. Pears looking to link in with Weeks down this right-hand side. Blakeman comes over to try and tussle away with the ball. It's a goal ball back towards Motley Henry. First time cross from Kelly Evans. It bounces in towards the box. It's headed and it's straight into the hands of Matt Irwin, but it is the first shot on target 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, some positive signs there for Chester. Bit of an easy ball into the box. No trouble though for Matt Irwin in goal.
I suppose it probably gives Chester a little bit of encouragement when they're getting into those sorts of areas. It wasn't a great delivery, it has to be said. First time from Kelly Evans, and that time it's a loose touch from Connor Woods, formerly of Southport, of course, and Whitehouse just tries to jink in front of him, but doesn't get the rub of the green, and it's out for a Chester throw. Again, Woodthorpe just trying to get a few extra yards down this left-hand side right below us, and this time goes short to Motley Henry. Plays it back to Woodthorpe, who goes longer towards Calverley, chested down from Whitehouse, but he gives it away cheaply, and Bainbridge now going to tee up Pears. Again, Chester just looking to try and get a bit more of the ball here, looking to try and control it a little bit, but again, you look at the time, it's 4 minutes into the game. Probably a bit of, a few little nerves out there jangling. Good play this from Sampson to hold it up. Whitehouse tries to get in, but Henley gets the first touch. Shrimpson in on Sampson. It's a good one. It's going to be an interesting battle, this one, isn't it? You in between Tom Pears and Mark Ellis. You saw there, Ello, he almost looked like he was going to try and put a bit of a foot in on Pears and leave one on him, but pulled out in the end.
Yeah, Mark Ellis has already won about 3 or 4 headers already this game.
Wilson does well there and just shepherds it out behind for a goal kick. Does well. Motley Henry, we know what he brings. He's direct, he's quick, he's nimble. Very, very talented player. He's had a real bad run of injuries for a number of years now with Motley Henry. I can remember many, many years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, when he was at Tranmere Rovers, and he was absolutely wicked there. But then since then, he's struggled to sort of cement his place at various different clubs. Obviously, last year he went on loan to FC United, but this season he seems to have had a really good, strong pre-season, and Callum McIntyre trusts him. Free kick given in favour of Chorley. The ball's then thrown away by Tom Leake, and Mike Carvely and George Horbury are asking the question as to, need to assert your dominance.
Not on the position here where we can see Adam Blakeman put a really good ball into the box.
Yeah, we all know what Blakes can do from a delivery, and everyone up in their bar, and Henley and Clark, who stayed back. Kidderminster have taken the lead away at Worksop Town. The only goal in the National League North so far this afternoon, but very early days. 6 minutes gone here at Victory Park as Blakeman delivers the free kick. It's lofted over towards Calverley and comes up second bite of the cherry for Blakeman. Really goes for goal. It's a good shot, and it's struck Bainbridge.
I think it's hit him.
I don't know how to word this in anywhere other than it's hit him in the privates, and he's still holding it as if they may have fallen off. Took the wind out of his sails, that's for sure, but
it's important he made that block, though.
Yeah, it was an important block that he had to be made. You just don't know Blakes. He gets such a sweet contact on it in certain opportunities, and he struck it well. You just see Chris Anderson. He's on the phone, and I'm sure you could put 2 and 2 together as to who he's on the phone to, with Andy Priest still suspended, but able to attend the game, has to be said. Carverley headed up into the air towards Sampson. A lot of head tennis going on here, a lot of battling, and it's Wood just scratching his head. I think that would have hurt him a little bit. Wood thought this time on Whitehouse, heads the away, and it's a Chorley throw, and it's in a promising-ish position, I think it has to be said.
Opportunities to get a long one into the box.
It's one of these where Blake goes over, takes a long throw, looking to get it into a dangerous area. Chester will have done their own work on Chorley set pieces, but whether they can handle it is a different story. Over it comes from Blakeman, it's long, it's over towards Tom Carr. It's his second ball to come in from Blakeman, it's lofted in, looped up towards Calverley and Wilson. Ellis goes down inside the box, and Chester just trying to launch a counter-attack, but no joy that time.
You see the game plan from Chester really is just to go direct as quick as possible.
Yeah, they're looking to go from back to front very quickly, and opportunities like that, looking to try and catch Chorley out, because Chorley do commit, a good number of bodies forward. On the line it goes from Blakeman over on the far side. It's up towards Tom Carr. It's a good touchdown from TC. Plays it, gets a little bit too much on it, but Whitehouse has it at its feet and now keeps it in. Left-footed delivery comes in from Whitehouse. It's a good one. It's a really good one, actually. Dangerous, and Shrimpton has to put his foot through it. Ellis versus Pears. Good header from Mark. And Weeks tries to go for the first time ball. Owen's starting to come, and he's gratefully held on to that one. Good challenge from Ellis to put his foot in, and Tom Carr touches a little loose, catches Billy Whitehouse, and straight away it's a red card. Jack Bainbridge is sent off. Jack Bainbridge has been sent off. Out of absolutely nothing. He's late on Billy Whitehouse. Just having a look at Callum McIntyre, who's just... Jack Bainbridge has been sent off.
It's quite the opposite to last week, this for Chorley, going down to 10 men early last week. Now the opposition is.
Well, Ewan, what was your take on that? Red card for you or a yellow one?
If there was such thing as an orange card, I think you'd have it
An
as
orange
that.
card.
But the issue is that some referees are going to give that as a red card, some of them aren't, and this one is.
I don't know. It looked late. It looked like he caught him, but for me, I don't think it was a red card.
There wasn't really any malice in it. Just two players going for the ball.
Not a red card for me. We've got Oren next to us. Oren says yellow card, and I think if you're Chorley, you're going to say it was. You'll take that. If it goes against you, though, you're thinking you've been hard, really.
Important to know that all the Chester players there having a huddle around the coaching
the Chester
team.
Backroom staff are going absolutely raging mad. McIntyre is not happy. But, interesting from that, Ewan, the Chester fans have responded in superb fashion in how vocal they've been. They're saying, "Look, yeah, we've got a man down, but we're in this. We're gonna back our team. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but they're up for the fight, and so they should be." Up towards Wilson.
Referee's
Balls
flat
on
for
Billy
offside.
Whitehouse can come on. It's all happening here, though. The flashpoint out of absolutely nothing.
It was a game that we thought might have a bit of spice to it, and it's not disappointed in these opening minutes.
Yeah, it's one of those things. He gets stuck in, but it's yeah. I think he's Orange has said to us next to us, you, and it looked reckless, but he just sort of catches him with his stud, and I don't know. You have to see it back.
I think early on in the game as well,
Oh,
you probably don't expect the referee to bring out a red card
no,
for something like that.
but maybe is that a sign of intent from the referee where he's like, "Do you know what, I'm gonna make a decision. There was absolutely no hesitation whatsoever. But a real turning point in the game from both sides' point of view. Marine have hit the front against Buxton. Kings Lynn, goals to the good away at Hereford. It's an
Late
advantage.
challenge
That's
there
a
on
really
Blakeman, but
bad
the referee's
challenge
wave
over on the
play
far
on.
side on Blakeman.
Should be a yellow card for that.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't really get the best view of it from where I'm sat here. I was looking through some. Incidentally, as well, Callum McIntyre hasn't made a change, so he doesn't feel like he needs to. He's obviously, in theory, he's a man lighter in midfield, but he's keeping as it was. Warren Clark goes down, and Warren Clark's been penalised. He's
There's a
booked
yellow
Declan
card
Weeks
for
for
that
that earlier
challenge on
challenge on
Blakeman.
Bannon Blakeman, and it's all going on here.
It's a yellow card for the Chester captain there, Declan Weeks. Every
So
long ball from Chester so far, seemingly going straight to Matt Irwin.
yeah, and that's music to the Chorley supporters' ears and those who are listening in here. It's a case of what do Chester do? What's the plan here? Do we just while it's at 0-0, they've got to I think they're still in the game. But if they go a goal behind, it's a different story. But we found out obviously last week how it feels to play with 10 men, and I think actually it galvanised Chorley to play better. I think they played better than Darlington. They played probably better with 10 in some instances. I don't think Darlington adjusted well to it. Blakeman with a long throw from the left. It's up towards Wilson, flicked on. It's going to fall kindly to Whitehouse and 50-50 with Tom Pears and out to Adam Henley. Blakeman now over the left-hand side looks to cross it. Falls kindly into Scott Wilson. It's a deep cross towards Ellis. Chested down from Whitehouse. Digs out the cross and Tom Leake looking to try and salvage it from a corner. And he doesn't. It's out for a throw instead.
Charlie just trying to suffocate Chester in.
So once again, Blakeman over this time on the near side to take the long throw. You imagine again, Oren says to us next to us just something different. And do you know what? Something shorter might be different. However, over it goes long towards Ellis. It's on target. It's on target from Mark Ellis. 16 minutes on the clock.
Good lead by Mark Ellis there, just not enough power on the header to really struggle Wogan in goal.
There's given the corner. It's over 8 seconds. Corner to Chorley because he's taken more than 8 seconds to take the goal kick at Oren. I think Owen quite enjoyed that. Ewan, that's the first for us this season. Oh,
Don't we all love a good rule change? No, he's been made to retake it. No corner for Chorley then. Confusing decision from the referee.
Oh, again, we thought it was going to be a corner, but instead he lets Wogan take it again. And now Chorley looking to mount something here with Sampson over on the left. Good touch from Jack to get the ball out of his feet. Chorley looking to try and stretch Cheshire a little bit here at the moment. Ellis. Good ball across to Adam Henley. Colin Woods is closest to him. Ellis. Great diag to find Blakeman bang on halfway. Chorley just looking to try and stretch Chorley from, stretch Chester left to right. Horbury over on the left. Has it. Good touch inside. Kelly Evans concede to throw. And once again, it's another one for Blakeman to take. How many of these throws is it going to take you in for Chorley to, undo Chester? He can't keep withstanding it, surely. And there you go. There's the short one. It's into Warren Clark. It's a lofted ball in towards the back post. Sampson nods it. Into Tom Carr, and it's just wide. There's a good bit of link-up play that has to be set between Sampson and Carr, and Tom goes down in a bit of a heap and knocks it wide.
Something a bit different, that's what we were saying. Caught Chester off guard, that. Probably the closest Chorley have come to scoring so far.
It's almost like Oren's reading the mind over here in the press box when he says that we need to try something different, and right on cue, we certainly did. Thanks to everybody who's listening in, whether you're in Spain, whether you're in Chorley, whether you're in Coppell. Thanks to everyone for listening in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. It's been a frantic start here, and Chorley continuing to drive towards goals. George Horbury, he just loses it in his feet. Sampson touches it, goes for goal, and it's held again by Wogan. It's another shot on target. Chorley really trying to knock on the door here and test Chester.
But we saw George Horbury was fantastic against Darlington with those type of runs, and there's someone there weaving through the Chester defence. Bit fortunate that it fell to Sampson and shot straight to the keeper. Referee's blown up here.
Yeah, holding his face, so in that instance, he has to blow, and on goes Dan Tattersall and Sam Waterworth, our physios. Incidentally, one to keep an eye on today, Ewan, there will be a drinks break in the game. I heard Callum McIntyre and Chris Anderson agreeing with the referee that there will be a drinks break taken. Let's have a little look while we've got a breather, go through some of the goals elsewhere. National League North, Marine again, goal to the good against Buxton. Merthyr Town have taken the lead away at Peterborough Sports. Ricardo Rees with a goal for the Martyrs. Southport 1-0 up against Bedford. First goal of the season for them. Danny Lloyd with that one. Over in the Premier League, it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Burnley 0. Richarlison with a goal. He may have to make a change.
Wilson is holding his shoulder.
Could be a like-for-like swap with Harvey Smith over there getting warm. Yeah, Harvey Smith being called over by Chris Anderson, so it looks like Scott Wilson's not going to be able to continue. Bit of a blow that, but again, we talked about it, didn't we, you in that bench. Surely you've got a strong bench where they've got a like-for-like replacement in Smith, who he's another one. He's a fighter. He loves these types of games, and he'll be able to go in and hopefully make his mark on it.
This is the good thing about having a really strong bench, being able to just have players who can cover all across the pitch.
Looks a bad one. He's having to put his arm almost in a bit of a sling. He's really hurting his shoulder, and Tom Pearce just giving him a tap on the other shoulder.
Unfortunate, because he started the game really well.
Yeah, Willow looks in some discomfort here. Yeah. Not ideal by any means, but again, Harvey hopefully can just slot in nicely.
Let's hope it's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah, you don't want to lose Willow. Oh, the keeper Wogan's come out. He's got a foot under it. Horbury goes in for the 50-50 with Weeks, and it's a first header of the ball for Smith. Good play that from Horbury, trying to get him on Woods. And you can see Chorley, Ewan really trying to launch a press onto Chester.
Well, yeah, you might as well do. When they're down to 10, put as much pressure as you can on them. See if they can crack.
Well, it's on. Here's Irwin. Touches a bit loose, and he actually hits it against Pearce, and Henners goes calmly back to Irwin, and again, second bite of the cherry for Irwin, and it's a loose touch from Woodthorpe. Sampson on halfway, dispossessed by Weeks, and Woodthorpe plays it low, gives it away to Calverley, but his touch is loose, a foot in from Calverley, and he might be fortunate not to be booked for that. Irwin's done well that time. Tom Pearce going for an effort at goal from distance.
The shot cannoned off.
Oxford City
Harvey
have taken
Smith
the
there.
lead against Macclesfield. Goals flying in and around the division, however, yet to break the deadlock here. Sprays one wide, Blakeman, and touches on from Sampson. A second go at it. Whitehouse touches it down, goes to Henley. Calvey's there through the middle if he wants it. Whitehouse instead goes down the right to Horbury. It's Shrimpton v Horbury. Good touch from George. Back to Whitehouse. To take him on, his cross is low. It's not probably how he intended it to go. And Henley this time gives it away to Motley Henry. Relentless pressing from Chorley's probably dug them out of that one as Tom Pearce gets the ball down really well against Mark Ellis. Goes back to Dylan Motley Henry. Henley, no nonsense there. 14, take no risk. Because Henley probably was the one who gave the ball away. So a testament to him to get back in and put a foot in and concede the throw.
See the work effort there by Motley Henry to get so far back just to win the ball and try and set Chester off on a counter-attack.
Yeah, and that's what Chester are going to be relying on, is maybe set pieces, counter-attacking. Good header that from Motley Henry, has to be said. Got it well against Whitehouse, but ball's given away. Warren Clark, he hasn't had too much of the ball in this opening 25 minutes. Finds Calverley through the middle. Calverley continuing to drive, goes back to Warren Clark on this left-hand side, crosses it dangerously. Just a bit too much on it. Whitehouse keeps it in, does well to do so. Henley. It's back again, and it's a case of start again for Chorley. Blakeman plays it low and flat. It's a great ball. Oh, it's a really nice touch into Tom Carr. Goes down inside the box. Second time of Vaskin. Still alive here. Shouts for a penalty not given. Ewan, for me, not really enough in that to award a spot kick, but surely really looking to.
No, I was almost expecting the referee just to blow his whistle for a foul for Chester here. It seems like the ball sort of got stuck under Tom Carr there.
Yeah, almost you wouldn't have been surprised if he stopped that for some form of obstruction, but continues. Sampson with a head into the back of Carr. Still alive. Shot comes in. Carr. Then Sampson under pressure from Shrimpton. Goes down inside the box. Goal kick. And now time for a drinks break.
Some good defending there, I think, by Finn Shrimpton, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, time for a drink.
It's an opportunity now, really, for Chorley just to assess the tactics so far.
Yeah, well, you can just see Chris Anderson. He's on the phone, and look behind you. Are you in? Who's up there? It's Andy Priest.
Wonder what his thoughts are on the game so far. Not been promising signs for Chorley. I've had probably the more major chances, but nothing really to trouble Wogan
No,
so
and
yet.
that's maybe the one thing from a Chorley point of view. They'll be looking to continue to turn the screw. So you can just see both sets of players having a chat, the referee having a chat.
So the major talking point so far would be that red card. Players are slowly making their way back out onto the pitch now. We'll kick off with a
Yeah,
goal
and
kick for Chester.
Colin Woodthorpe, Chester, just having a word. Have a little look. Any more goals gone in as yet? No more. Worksop have equalised against Kidderminster Harriers there. That's their first. No, their first. Sorry, the second goal in National League North. Obviously went down 3-1 defeat away at Macclesfield on the opening day. And of course, surely turn their attention to this Tuesday where they take on Scarborough. You remember the last season, the 2-1 defeat against Scarborough on a Tuesday night at home. Craig Hewitt getting the goal on that night, but going from behind, Scarborough nicked it at the death. Not a game I remember particularly fondly. But here we are, and Sampson, good header in towards Whitehouse, but Woodthorpe's up and clears. Over to Ellis. Kelly Evans a little bit reckless on Clark, but not too much in it, has to be said. And now Chester have got a throw over on the far side by the Sampson Garden Studios VIP suite, and Dion Kelly Evans is over to take it. Play out to Whitehouse. Has it, flicks it, giving goal with Adam Henley. Bit of room to run into here, Henners. Over it goes back to Whitehouse. Woodthorpe, sorry, is trying to marshal him. Sampson now trying to bring out Shrimpton. Using his body nicely. Horbury surely trying to be patient. And that's what you like to see, isn't it? Playing the little triangles, trying to make the man advantage count, because Chester, as we've mentioned, are a man lighter. Ball from Blakeman, that finds towards Tom Carr. Has a goal, and it's just wide. It's a really nice bit of play that Ewan, patient play. Good little flick from Sampson to find Carr, and the keeper, Wogan, he just left it thinking, oh, there's no chance it's going in. And it probably was.
I think it's one of those where the angle was always against Tom Carr.
So half an hour gone, remains goalless.
Still tackles flying in everywhere so far. The red card hasn't put anyone off.
No, we always thought it was going to be that type of game. Merthyr Tydfil have doubled their lead at Peterborough Sports, and so have Kings Lynn away at Hereford. So, again, goals aplenty as Tom Pearce is offside. He thought he'd just broken the offside trap there, did
Good play that by Nathan Woodthorpe. Strong run down the left-hand side for Chester. Fortunately for him,
that's for
it's
Colin
past to Tom
Wilson to attend the
Pearce.
players' tunnel, and that's probably Scott's dad. Probably not a good sign. Irwin goes long this time towards Karen Sampson, and Sampson gets up nicely. Shrimpton under pressure, hooks it only as far as Ellis. He takes it first time, and Woodthorpe, it's a loose head.
Just
And
about
Wogan's
kept
done
in his
really well
penalty
there, Ewan,
area.
to keep the ball in. You'd think it was destined to go away. It wasn't a good header from Woodthorpe.
The Wogan has looked very composed early on here.
Having a little conversation with Marine, and I think really rated Wogan as a keeper. Motley Henry puts Ellis under a bit of pressure as he plays it back to Irwin, and across the face it goes from Irwin to Smith, left to right, right to left from Chorley. A long ball over from Blakeman in search of Tom Carr, headed up by James Jones. Can Chorley spreading that ball, spreading the play, trying to stretch Shasha, done really well at it so far. Good ball from Henley to find Horbury. Just inside the box, goes to Whitehouse. Takes one touch, goes in with his left foot. It's a good cross. It's all the way over, and dangerous cross from Billy Whitehouse. Takes it first time with his left. Blakeman this time from the left-hand side over towards Sampson, but into the hands of Wogan.
I think Billy Whitehouse has put some great balls into the box this first half. Yet again, another long ball. Goes straight to Matt Irwin. Touch there by Sampson.
Giving the ball away there to Pearce. Horbury and Calverley. Good foot in from Calverley. Done really well. And Ellis goes back to back to Irwin under pressure from Motley Henry. Good header from Sampson. He's down in a bit of discomfort. He's hurt himself.
Head injury there.
Sampson this time. Robbie Harrison's on.
Sampson and Tom Leake, who went up for the header, and I think completely accidental. Tom Leake's headed the back of Jack Sampson's head there. Saw one.
Sampo, not one who stays down very often. Robbie just having a look. Can't see any blood.
I think it's just a sheer impact on the back of the head.
Sampo, I think he's okay. Bit of a scratch of the head, but okay to continue, Sampo. The referee is being asked to let him back on, and now he says, yeah, on your pop, Sampo. Ellis, bang on halfway here, has the ball at his feet. Henley.
The ball just bobbled under his foot there.
Yeah, but look at the pitch. You're in the pitch in certain areas is not great. You look at these like little burn lines.
It's a very patchy pitch today, isn't it?
Down the line it goes towards Motley Henry. 1v1 with Henley wins it. Shrimpton. Bit of head tennis going on, and Piers gets his foot in down nicely. This time, though, Smith wins the free kick on. Sorry, Piers wins the free kick from Smith.
Good play that by Tom Pearce. Just got his body in front of the ball.
Really, really knows his job. South Shields has taken the lead at Leamington.
Declan Weeks stood over this free kick for Chester. Not everyone gone forward. There are a fair few in the box.
Kedwin Scott got the goal for South Shields. Weeks lofts it high. Unfortunately, from a Chester point of view, his radar's well off because that's straight behind for a goal kick.
It's too much power on it. I think Chester was frustrated there. Down to 10 men, you're not going to have many opportunities to
They
get the
need
ball into the box.
opportunities like that, so they've got to make the most of them. Ellis sprays it, and again, Piers, has to be said, has been really, really, the standout player for Chester. He's got such a great record against Chorley, especially at Victory Park. And despite the fact they are down to 10, he'll be wanting to say, look, do you know what? I want that record to keep going. I want to keep scoring here. Sampson there with a bit of a late arm on Woodthorpe. He's kind of doing it against, in terms of keeping out the eyes of the referee, but you've got to be careful there, Sample. We obviously know what happened with Milan Lalkovic last weekend. We don't want it to happen again and be 11 playing field at 10 apiece.
They're all over each other, really, yeah.
Referee blows up on that one. It was a bit of a hand in there.
Well, you pointed out before, Pete, and exactly what you just said
push him in the
coming
face.
to fruition. Maybe quite fortunate there not to go into the referee's book.
Have a look at Callum McIntyre, who seems to have seen the funny side of it because it's almost like a sarcastic laugh that's coming from the Chester manager. And I can see where he's coming from, but you can see Sampo, he's trying to get in Woodthorpe's head, quite literally. Ball over the top from that free kick, taken straight into the hands of Irwin, and Chorley looking to mount another attack. Ball into Carr, chested down, touches a little bit loose, but finds Calverley, looking to spin it, does so nicely. Henley offering right from Mark Ellis. He has the ball at his feet. Piers is trying to press him. Henley goes down, and now it's Woodthorpe on Horbury. Still tense moments here, though, Ewan. We're down to 10 Chester, but the game does feel very much on a knife edge. Sampson, good chest down from him. Gives the ball away, though his touch is a little bit loose. And it's cost him on that occasion weeks. Tries it over the top ball towards Motley Henry. Smith under all kinds of pressure, and Irwin, perhaps sensibly, just hooks it out of play and doesn't want to take any chances.
Yeah, I think Motley Henry, maybe if he had an extra 10 yards,
serious pace from Motley Henry. Why kind of player to watch from Chester, aside from the obvious in Piers. Bedford have equalised away at Southport. Tyrone Marsh with his second goal of the season already. Tyrone Marsh, a player I remember when he played for Boreham Wood against Chorley and scored a hat-trick here in the National League, so that's why I remember Tyrone Marsh. Probably not very fondly. But again, Chorley maybe a slight bit frustrated that they've not been able to make a lot of this dominance count. 42 minutes gone here at the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium. Remains goalless. Clark heads it up nicely. Good flick into Carr. 1-2 with Carr over to Whitehouse. It's good play this from Chorley again. It's that patient type of play. Woodthorpe comes over to try and get onto Whitehouse. Crosses corner. Is it? No, it's not. It's loose. Henley dinks it over and there's no one on the end of it. Warren Clark has a go at goal and he flashes wide. That's a chance, you know.
First real chance for Chorley for a good few minutes. That's enough from Chorley. Carving out opportunities.
Just what a goal before the break would do for the confidence of Chorley. I think it's fair to say, if he did get a goal before the break, it would really take the wind out of Chester's sails, being down to 10 and with work to do. Carr inadvertently has won the ball back. 1v1 with Kelly Evans over on this left-hand side. Jinx inside, crosses. It's into the feet of Sampson and Piers versus Henley. Done really well, Henners. Woods coming over to try and get into Whitehouse. Good touch inside from Henley. It's fortuitously fallen to Horbury. One touch from Whitehouse, left again, over right, left, cross, in it comes, it's deep. Horbury touches it down, goes for goal, it's blocked away and goes again, Whitehouse crosses, it's dangerous, it's Again, these crosses are really starting to cause Chester problems. Oh, and Smith goes for Whitehouse on the diagonal and it was actually quite fortunate, Ewan, that it's a Chester throw, but it's bang on the corner flag. So Chorley will be looking to pin them in.
Bright spell this for Chorley. Probably the best we've seen him since about the 20th minute mark.
Ellis again. See, Chorley have won the ball back there, and as we said, you're trying to pin them in a little bit, and now they've done the work, the dirty work nicely, and won themselves a throw. So Henley, with it in hand, goes back to Ellis, under pressure straight away from Motley Henry, goes back to Smith, and Blakeman's there as the option. It's a poor touch from Smith, and it forces Chorley to go back to Irwin, and then inadvertently giving the ball away. Smith will have to be careful. Good header from Warren Clark, and Chorley have won the ball back. It's a poor touch from Woods. Gives the ball away, and Horbury now could come forward. Over on the left-hand side he goes. A bad challenge that, and Horbury continues. It's a great ball into a Tom Carr, and he can't get his effort right. It's a really dangerous ball. It was just like it was on Saturday at Darlington, and that's another chance. Five added minutes at the end of this first half.
I think it's important to note that despite going on to 10 men, Chester are being
Having a word
relentless with the pressing here.
Who's he having a word with here? The Priest's not happy with something behind us. Now the referee wants to have a word with Sampson and Woodthorpe. He's got to be careful, Sampo. He's sensible, but he doesn't want to get himself involved in something that could work against him. So into the 5 added minutes we go, and again it's Sampson and Woodthorpe who battle together. Good flick up from Horbury. Give it a bit of time there, TC, to get the ball. He heads it down nicely to Whitehouse. Tom continue. Good touch from Whitehouse into Horbury. Whitehouse has it. Feet of Blakeman. 1v1 with Kelly Evans. It's a lofted cross. It's over towards Horbury. It's off the line. James Jones with a vital header off the line to deny George Horbury. So corner to come in from the right, in swinger off Blakeman, and it's held by Wogan. Probably just not enough on that for me in terms of the corner. He just swung it in, but there wasn't enough pace and enough zip.
Just not what you expect to see from Adam Blakeman.
Time he's given a free kick in Chester's favour, and Callum McIntyre screams, "Get in!" Again, I think that's probably more a sarcastic gesture from the Chester manager.
Chester now with an opportunity.
What was this? Chester, if they can get anything from this set piece, anything at all, bite your hand off. Woods delivers. It's dangerous. It's headed away and it's behind, I think. Is it a corner or is it a throw? Oren gestured it's a throw, and it certainly is.
Chester are going to try a long throw of their own here.
Chester, anything that they can possibly get to benefit out of this is taken short to Woods. Crosses in nicely. It's headed again. This time, I think that should be a Chester corner. He's given a goal kick. That's a corner all day long. All day long. He's got that wrong. John Mulligan's definitely got that wrong.
I think the Chester dugout are going to have some grievances with the official at half time.
Yeah, it should be a Chester corner. I could just see shaking of the head from Chester's head of media, Tom Bird, opposite us, for great reason, because it was a corner. I'm kind of chuckling here under my breath because that was right. Anyway, half-time score is Chorley 0, Chester 0. A flashpoint in the game after 10 minutes was the sending off of Jack Bainbridge following a late challenge on Billy Whitehouse. Other than that, though, it's kind of been a lot of pushing, a lot of trying, a lot of knocking on the door. Probably the closest chance was that one of Horbury where it's headed off the line by James Jones. But Chester will be happy to be going in goalless at the break. Surely we'll be hoping for more of the same, but obviously we'll want to break the deadlock. Ewan, anything to add from you?
I just think Charlie have just got to keep trying to thread the needle. I think for too long in that first half, they were just passing it about the centre halves, the fullbacks. They need to put the issue on the Chester back line, and we've seen that they can be a bit vulnerable to those crosses. So just keep putting the ball in the box, and eventually that first goal should come through.
Yeah, we'll leave it there for now for the opening 45, but we'll be back very shortly with more. Don't go anywhere. I'll go and have a brew of biscuit, whatever you fancy. But we'll be back very soon. Welcome back, everybody, for the second half. A change for Chester at the break. It's Finn Roberts on in place of Connor Woods. That's a number 9 on for a winger, and maybe a sign of things to come. Back underway for the second half. Ewan, what does Chorley need to do to win this game?
You just need to keep putting pressure on that Chester back line. Towards the end of the first half, we saw them putting a few more balls into the box, and that's what they need to do. Just try and find the hole.
I think they just need to play it a little bit quicker in certain instances. We kind of just said off air, didn't we, at the break, that just certain opportunities where you're like, okay, it's great, it's encouraging, but maybe just need a little bit more.
Late challenge.
And this time it's Kelly Evans on. Can't quite make out who that is. I think it's on Warren Clark. Kelly Evans, a judge to have gone in on Clark, but too aggressively. Goal for Scarborough Athletic, who've taken the lead at home against AFC Fylde, and Fylde under Craig Marn find themselves with work to do.
Blakeman stood over the free kick here.
Blakeman free kick to come in. Loft it high, and the goalkeeper's committed to it. Still alive as Whitehouse gets it under pressure from Piers. Horbury over on the right does well to try and pick out Whitehouse. He does do, and he's beaten 2, and he's gone down. And for me, that's got to be a foul, but referee allows play to continue.
Worked though to win the ball back.
Blakeman over through the centre. This time flicks it towards Ellis, who stayed up, and Chester looking to break over on the counter, and Warren Clark and Horbury in on Tom Pearce.
Tom Pearce there knew what he was doing, just winning the foul.
Yeah, I think it's a smart foul to give. It's one of those, that's what they call it, a smart foul. Oxford City have doubled their lead against Macclesfield. Bit of respite here for Chester, who, with Andrew Wogan, have got the free kick. About midway into Chester half. It's lofted up by Wogan over towards Motley Henry, headed up from Harvey Smith. A loose touch from Kelly Evans. Clark then goes down, and Sampson giving the ball away into Piers. Steve Walker, who got the goal for Scarborough against AFC Fylde. Loose touch there from Woodthorpe. Finn Roberts, his first touch of the ball. It's a good idea, but gives the ball away. Clark goes back to Blakeman. Ball goes over in search of Tom Carr. Does well against Jones. Weeks is coming. Pull the back of the shirt, then he catches him and has to settle for a throw.
Good play there by Tom Carr.
Smith. All the way back to Matt Irwin. And once again, Chorley just trying to work Tom Pearce, who's on his own up front. Smith digs out the ball to Warren Clark. It's a good first touch from Warren against Kelly Evans to the byline. Dinks out the cross. It's over towards a number of Chorley players. Horbury sees his name in lights and skies it over the bar.
Will be no real rush here
Paul
to take his goal
Blackett has
kick.
doubled the lead for South Shields.
Big header there by Mark Ellis. Offside there against Tom Pearce.
Paul Blackett opens his account for the National League North campaign. Ellis over to Henley on the right. Whitehouse, first touch from him is okay, but loose pass to give it away to Piers. Good challenge from Calverley. Finds Blakeman, who's good from Jack Sampson on Jones. Clark finds Calverley, bit of room to run into if he can get there under a lot of pressure from Weeks, who then goes to drag him
Done
down.
well to
Play
keep the ball
continues,
there,
good
Calverley.
tenacity from Calverley. Now Warren Clark, it's a very, very deep cross. It's over towards Adam Henley into the back post by Calverley. And there's the Chorley's first goal at home in the 25-26 campaign. Chris Anderson likes it, and we like it, Ewan. It's Mike Calverley. A really well-worked goal. Crossing from Warren Clark initially. Ball bundles them back in towards the 6-yard box, and it's Mike Calverley who breaks the deadlock here on 51 minutes. It's Chorley 1, Chester 0.
What did we say? Get the ball in the box. And it's worked. Chester were never going to be able to cope with it. The constant onslaught. And we found our breakthrough. Great finish by Calverley there. 1-0 Chorley. Be interesting now how the 10 men of Chester will react. Maybe some more gaps for Chorley to exploit.
And Ewan, we said, didn't we, at half-time that Chorley needed to make that dominance count, needed to assert themselves on the game, and they've got just what they wanted early into the second half. Calverley with the opener, and that'll give them a lot of confidence.
It's the first real time we've seen Adam Henley push forward as well. And it was his head back into the box, which found Calverley, and he was able to finish well into the bottom corner.
Whoa! Wow! What a goal that was then! It's Jack Sampson, and it's an absolute screamer! It was a volley last week, and it's a volley again, and just like that, blink and you miss it, 53 minutes, it's Chorley 2, Chester 0, Jack Sampson is second in the season. What a goal that was, Ewan.
I'm going to
You
sound
look
like a
you're
broken
stunned.
record here. Balls into the box. And yet again, more space now. Chester pushing a few more players forward, bit more eager in the press. One ball, good header by Clark. Finds Sampson in the box, finishes brilliantly on the volley. 2-0 Chorley. There's a Chester player now. I don't know where your headspace is. Did so well in the first half, just to limit
And then it's just
opportunities
two
for
moments of
Chorley.
real quality, though, it has to be said, Ewan. They've done so well, Chester, I think, under the circumstances, but a real moment of brilliance there from Sampo, and you can just see 2 goals in 2 games. It's just what when you get Sampo fit, when you've got him fit and firing up for the challenge, that's what he can do, and that was the best of Jack Sampson, that's for sure.
Now Chester have really got to go for it.
They've got to change something. Obviously, brought on Roberts at the break, Finn Roberts for Woods. I wouldn't say that was a bad decision for him to make. Callum McIntyre. Well, Ewan, catch your breath. I said, didn't I, before fucking come, it was going to could be a game. It's an absolute classic that's got absolutely everything. Obviously, red card has really come to hurt Chester, but two absolutely brilliant goals from a Chorley point of view. You know, listen, the volley from Sampo again, he just hits it so sweetly. You could just see the celebrations that ensue from Chris Anderson, the Chorley back line, sorry, the backroom staff of Chorley and all the Chorley players. Absolutely love that. Now, what do we go? Where do we go from here? 2 goals to the good. Do we keep pushing, keep going for a third? Do we sit back and?
I think we've got to keep pushing. The players can smell blood here.
Yeah, smell blood. Maybe they can. And good header up from Motley Henry towards Roberts. Calverley does well. Shepherd's away. A challenge from Weeks goes down. And a great flick there from Sampson into Tom Carr on halfway. Does really well with his feet.
Played there by Sampson. He's done very well.
Over into the corner he is there. 1v1 with James Jones. Out to Blakeman. Aubrey. First touch from him. Opens himself up a little bit. Smith. Giving the ball away though that time. Good sliding challenge from Warren Clark. Just kills the ball a little bit for him, and Carl's then this time finds Carr. His touch is a bit too loose though, and Leake manages to get in on TC and clear the ball away.
You can see though, Chester are pushing more and more players forward.
Substitution coming on for Chester is number 23, Oscar Rosenblatt. Coming on for Tom Pearce.
It's
And that's
defense
probably
will be
part of that is obviously they're 2-0 down, and Pearce didn't play last week, so he's probably questioning whether he's fit enough. Well, the answer is there, really, isn't it? He's off on the hour mark, and Callum McIntyre visibly looking frustrated.
Put in a real shift today, Tom Pearce. As I say, I think Mark Ellis will be pretty relieved that he's come off there. Constant pressure throughout the game.
Tottenham 2 to the good, 2 for Richarlison, and 2 assists for Kudus. By the look at your face there, you, and you've probably got Kudus in your fantasy team, mate, if I had to have a guess.
Not too sure what gave that away, though.
Well, elsewhere in National League North, pretty much all as they were. Darlington have hit the front away at Alfreton Town. It's Will Hatfield making it 2-2 for him. Spennymoor Town have taken the lead against Radcliffe, and Oran to my left. I'm sure you can guess who scored for Spennymoor Town. It's Glenn Taylor. Yep, 50 minutes gone, and Glenn Taylor's got the opening goal for them.
Couple of times now this game where Charlie Throwing's got out and in. Bit of a weird thing to happen on multiple occasions.
Wind doesn't seem to be particularly strong, but there you go. There's the song ringing around the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium. Is that set piece again? Ole, ole. The throw taken short instead to Warren Clark. He lofts the cross in and away by Motley Henry. Deep this time from Henley, headed up by Sampson. It's well, the jury's out. Who's got that one? Is it Jack Sampson? Is it Mark Ellis? I'm not too sure. It's an own goal, I think.
It's unfortunate. But yet again, another deep cross into the box. And the Chester defence just can't cope with it.
Well, Ewan, I think that was maybe a slight bit fortuitous, but when you keep putting balls in the right areas, when you keep pushing the buttons, eventually you're going to get one that falls your way, and that one certainly did.
It'll be interesting now to see whether Chester goes to pure damage limitation mode.
Yeah, well,
Or whether
just
Harbury's running through
Horbury,
here
when he's
again.
running at you like that, he keeps on going. George Horbury does the smart thing and goes wide to Whitehouse. Touch on it from Billy. Crosses, it's another good one in towards Sampson. Still alive from Clark, he's still got it. Gets it to Blake, but he goes in first time. And so acrobatic type effort from Jack Sampson, and it's behind for a goal kick for Andrew Wogan. Jack Sampson coming off in place of Harry Ibbotson.
Great shift today by Jack Sampson. Put himself about a lot in the first half, and he got his reward in the second half of that great volley.
Fantastic performance from Sampo, who comes off on 63 minutes. Harry Ibbotson will be looking to keep on that kind of feeling of, you know, sniffing blood. He won his first goal in front of the Victory Park faithful on loan from Bradford City. He came on for 15-20 minutes against Darlington and looking to make his mark here as well.
He came very close opening this count against Darlington. Was impressed with his performance there.
Great touch from Ibbotson, bang on halfway.
Looked like an elbow there.
Goes left, right, he's caught.
Don't think the referee's seen that though.
No, he's probably out of his way, to be fair, in terms of. Have a little look around. National League North, Darlington 2-0 up against Alfreton Town.
Read by a listen to the box. Calvin flicks it on. Oh, it's close.
Just looking to try and break Roberts. His ball towards Kelly Evans, but Blakeman's equal to that one quite comfortably.
Composed defended there by Adam Blakeman.
Yeah, maybe not so much to be said about Ellis, where he just lost his footing a little bit, but eventually cleared the danger well. Blakeman this time again touches it down and sprays the ball across to Whitehouse. Space for him to run into, then again for Henley. Henley versus Finn Roberts. It's a dangerous ball in towards Tom Carr, who is lying in wait.
Chorley really are taking advantage of the extra man in the second half.
Yeah, like say, Chris Anderson and probably Andy Priest has had a bit of a say at half time and just said, look, you know, we need to really up the ante. We need to make that extra man count. They certainly have done that. Blakeman in a foot race with Motley Henry will win that foot race. Done well to get that. Motley Henry
Though by Adam Blakeman and wins the foul as well. Great
Motley
play.
Henry's not happy, but I don't think he can really begrudge that. Motley Henry voicing his displeasure to the linesman Bilal Musa. Motley Henry just losing his head a little bit here.
Bit of afters there as well.
Kevin Roberts going to come on for Chester.
Long ball by Blakeman into the box.
Dangerous,
Headed
it's
down
met
by
by the head.
Ellis.
Ellis, of all people, has stayed up. He's over on the right-hand side. He plays it back towards Whitehouse. He perhaps is curious as he retrieves that. Henley. Now Blakeman. A bit of space. He may want to go for goal here. Instead, he's giving the ball away. Declan Weeks all on his own. Good challenge
really
by
well
Blakeman.
there
He's
to
done
win it
really
back.
well, and then he digs out to Tom Carr, who just can't keep the ball in himself. But surely Kelly Evans goes up against Warren Clark, wins it. Will be the time for another Chester change. It's Dion Kelly Evans actually is coming off. Kevin Roberts coming on, and Craig Hewitt also being ready for Chorley. Wild have equalised once again. Danny Mayer, one of their new recruits, has levelled it over at Bridlington. Of course, Scarborough not playing their home ground for this season. Scarborough playing at Bridlington. Carverley fizzes it back into the feet of Irwin and takes his time, goes to Smith. Good touch from Whitehouse, and again just goes home. Southport have taken the lead against Bedford. Last thing stands, Ewan, surely top of the league.
Say it quietly. It has been a dominant performance from the Magpies so far.
Yeah, they've certainly, especially in the second half, they've made that extra man count. And these, it's a hammer blow. This is a game that will mean an awful lot to both sets of players, both sets of managers. As I think, yeah, it's Craig Hewitt coming on in place of Billy Whitehouse on 70 minutes.
Great shift by Billy Whitehouse today. I think, in particular, in the first half, he was the main threat for Chorley, putting those crosses in on his left foot on the right-hand side. It looks like Warren Clark swapped over onto the right wing.
Yeah, and this is the type of game that now Craig will really want to make an impact on. Obviously, he's so explosive when he gets going, and 3-0. One who had insult to injury. Really push on. Spending more time. I've got a penalty, and I'm sure we can all guess who's going to take that one. It's probably Glenn Taylor. Find out the outcome of that one, along with a few of the other goals in and around the division in just a few moments' time. Carr flicks on and finds Hewitt in behind, down this left-hand side. Room to run into 1v1 with James Jones. Hewitt crosses. Tom Carr gets a shot off. Shouts for handball, waved away. Chorley still alive with the move. Hewitt digs out the cross. It's over towards the area. Henley. And Chorley continuing relentlessly to push on for a fourth goal here.
Did look like it may have struck a hand there.
Just to breathe a sigh of relief, because that was relentless from Chorley. They would not lie down. Touch from Carr. Bad challenge from Jones that time. It's a late one, and actually he's giving it away.
A handball against Tom Carr there.
Yeah, Glenn Taylor. That's 2 games and 2 goals for him. And Jack Moore also being readied. And now it's time for the drinks break.
It's safe to say that the Chorley huddle's a lot more relaxed than the Chester one here.
Yeah, just on a little look over. Lots of heads down, lots of shakes of the heads from that Chester. And Mark Ellis smiling, happy. Smiling over at Harry, actually, Andy Priest's grandson. Yeah, Jack Moore ready to come on, probably in place of Adam Henley. George Horbury seeing the funny side of something with Milan Lalkovic and Sonny Reeves. Sat in the stands, of course, Milan suspended and Sonny. No room for him in the matchday squad. Play continues after the drinks break, and it's Motley Henley trying to get something out of that. Blakeman using his body nicely. It's now Alfreton Town 0, Darlington 3.
Don't think Chester are pressing as eagerly as they were when
Yeah,
it
but
was
look at the
0-0,
gaps that you've
1-0
seen
and 2-0.
in the play now. You know, they're trying to get in something, but the gaps that are appearing are absolutely huge. And Chorley are just trying to cut them open at every last opportunity, as they rightfully, are there to do. But it's just becoming probably more and more frustrating for Callum McIntyre's side, because looking to get there this time was Warren Clark over on the right this time. Offside is up.
You can say as well that Chester have missed the outlet of Tom Pearce since he's come off the pitch.
Jack Moore coming on for Adam Henley. Goal back for Macclesfield Town against Oxford City. It's Isaac Buckley-Ricketts who's got that one. Roberts. That's Kevin Roberts does well. Finds Weeks into Finn Roberts. Now Finn Shrimpton. Motley Henry over on this right-hand side. Hewitt for company. Goes back to Shrimpton who delivers. It's a good cross in truth, but comfortable for Mark Ellis. Henley just coming over to our near side under quite a lot of applause. Great play this from George Horbury. He's done absolutely brilliantly, and he just thought he was caught there. Oren next to us seems to agree, but flag up.
Mark Ellis angry there about something. Not too sure what.
Tottenham 3-0 up against Burnley. Brennan Johnson in on the act for them, and Sunderland 2-0 up in their first game in the Premier League. Dan Ballard and Mayenda with them. Brighton, goal to the good against Fulham with Matt O'Reilly, the goal scorer there. Aubrey, oh no, he's won the ball there. I don't know what he's given that for, referee, but
No for offside.
Adam Blakeman correctly calls that one, says he's offside again, and Bilal Musa. No debating that. Scott Burgess coming on for Declan Weeks. Joe Nolan is also going to come on. It'll be interesting to see who Joe Nolan comes on for as Ibbotson tries to get ball over to Hewitt. It will be a Chorley throw though. Interesting there. Oren, he tells us, fair point, that Mark Ellis and Harvey Smith switched left and right centre half in the second half. A long throw going to come over here from Blakeman, and it comes towards the head of Mark Ellis, who's up, heads it towards goal, but it's held by Wogan. Now the referee's giving a free kick, I think, to Chester against Tom Carr. Joe Nolan still having to wait to come on.
Not the Henry up well there.
Roberts continues to drive, marshalled by Calverley. Motley Henry over on the right. 1v1 with Blakeman. Crosses. It's very deep. I think it's gone. Yeah, goal kick. And Joe Nolan's going to come on for Warren Clark. Blakeman trying to fizz one into Ibbotson. He half got his touch, but it wasn't as nicely as he'd have wanted it to. Goes all the way back to Wogan, and inside the final 10 minutes, Ewan, is it a case of Chorley just try and settle for a 2-0 win, or It looks like they do, they'd like a third, but probably more than anything else, they want to keep that clean sheet intact, don't they?
Well, I mean, there's no real naturally. Obviously, the urgency's going to go down when you're already 3 goals up to the good against a team of 10 men. It's just about seeing the game out now.
Horbury. Dispossessed by Rosenblatt, who then just looks to hook it long and finds Finn Roberts, but his first touch is poor. Down the right goes Jack Moore. Inside to Calverley from first touch for Joe Nolan, who goes back to Ellis.
The ball. Jack Moore there. His first ball into the box.
Hewitt trying to work on Dylan Motley Henry.
Bit of keep ball now by Chorley.
Just being sensible with it, I think, is probably the best word to use. It's just a case of, 3 goals to the good, 10 minutes left to play, and just happy just to keep the ball, dominate, frustrate.
There's no need for them to overexert themselves now.
And also, Merthyr Town have got a third goal against Peterborough Sports at Peterborough. Well, probably one of the shorter trips for the Merthyr Tydfil team to make. But could be 2 wins from 2 for them. Surprise package. Calverley goes down on halfway, stayed down for the moment. Corner ball.
Bit of a late one that on Calvary. I'm surprised the referee hasn't gone to his book though.
Yeah, it was one of them. The referee in the first half, who was, obviously the red card was the big one, but no hesitation. Whereas in that instance, maybe we would have thought he'd have been a bit more authoritative, but not to be. And remains 3-0 and 85th minute of the game. Another Chorley corner. Buxton have equalised against Marine. In comes that corner.
Right on the
dropped
keeper.
it.
Yeah,
Dropped it.
A foul.
Wogan's dropped it, and Tom Carr's been penalised. But for the whistle, it was just a simple tap in from a few yards out.
One of those debates in it of modern football. Have
As soon as you
goalkeepers
touch the
protected too
keeper, it's
much.
something that me and Ryan Jacobs spoke about a lot last year. Is as soon as that keeper gets touched and caught, it's just straight away it's a foul. Curzon Ashton have opened the scoring on the road away at.
Tom Carr's done very well there on the left hand side to win a throw.
Where are Curzon Ashton playing today? Telford. So Curzon Ashton have taken the lead away at Telford. Keane Coleman with the goal for Buxton as they look to mount a second half comeback at Marine. Tom Carr finds Blakeman, looking to dig out another cross. Cuts inside this time though and goes back to Hewitt. Hewitt finds Nolan. Tempting ball. It's not the best ball in the world, has to be said, from Nolan, but just trying to get into that sort of dangerous area. Like you say, Ewan Chorley just looking to take the wind out of Chester's sails, play the ball around nicely. Hewitt exchanging it with Joe Nolan. Time he goes wide, and even some of the Chorley supporters don't want to wait behind. I don't know why you wouldn't want to wait behind for this one.
Huge win this will be.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's a statement, isn't it? Listen, the game. Some would say the game was ruined after the red card, but Scarborough have also taken the lead against AFC Fylde. So Craig Marn, they're hoping for a late bit of drama over in Bridlington. But yeah, like I say, here it's surely they've come out better of it. But what you've got to say is, listen, okay, they're down to 10. It might have killed the game a bit, but you've got to still go and win the game. You've got to still get that goal. You've got to still work. You've got to still try and nullify Chester's threats because, you know, despite the fact they were down to 10, they played really well in that first half. And
Well, yeah, like you said, in that first half, we saw how difficult it can be sometimes playing against 10 men.
just trying to
It's
break
not
them
as easy as it
down.
looks.
Yeah, trying to break them down, trying to, you know, keep pushing, trying to keep pushing, trying to keep the tempo. Lakeman throws long again in towards Carr. It's still alive there, but
Blackman will get another opportunity to get it back in the box then.
Preston North End beating Leicester City as things stand. Mark Ellis on the edge of the box goes to Jack Moore to hit one. Oh, that's so close. It's so close. He takes it for time, and it's a whisker wide from Jack Moore. Shot from nothing really, and so close to a fourth. Yeah, which one, ref? 89 minutes gone here, and play to continue at the feet of Matt Irwin. No, Oren next to us here. Ewan says, you know, Matty, I don't think he's had to make a save all afternoon, and obviously under the circumstances, yet fine, but still got to be alert, still got to be on it.
Well, I think the only time he's really been called into action is when those balls over the top. He's had to rush out of his net a few times and sort of sweep. But other than that, it's been a rather quiet game.
Still had to, you know, command his area, if you like. Good header from Ellis to frustrate Roberts.
Don't think he's lost header all day today.
Chris Anderson enjoying himself. Chesting the ball down. Kevin Roberts throws down the line, takes an extra few yards, but finds Finn Roberts, but his touch is a little bit too heavy. And it's a Chorley throw on our near side, and
Foul there against Tom Carr.
four added minutes for Chorley to hold on to this 3-goal cushion and the clean sheet.
Called into the box by Burgess.
There you go. That's what we were talking about, Ewan. He's not had much to do, Matt Irwin, but he's
done what he's had to do very well.
He's commanding.
See, just to the left of us here, Tom Carr's just been pushed over by the Chester
Yeah.
defender.
I think he's having a word with James Jones. But
Bit of a shoulder badge.
you see, he's having a word with Kevin Roberts this time. Tom. Still alive, Calverley. Digs. Oh, it's the crossbar. It's the bar.
Jack Muller with a lot of space out wide here. And closed down though. Ball by Blankman into Ibbotson.
Oh.
Just couldn't really get it under control though.
Telford have equalised in stoppage time against Curzon Ashton. This time James Jones lets it go and decides to hook it instead. And Shrimpson. Ball coming towards us, but not enough height on it. Nolan, I think you can't tell 100%. Oh, Ibbotson wins it back. Unlucky.
It's unlucky there.
Really unlucky from Ibbotson, just trying to back up Joe Nolan. There you go. Easy for Irwin to claim, and we can't be too far away now. Ewan, about another minute on our clock. And that hopeful ball long, and Ellis has actually lost it.
One.
Roberts has a shot. It's one way he had to try and dink it over Irwin. It gets it all wrong, ends up being a daisy cutter instead.
I think that might be Chester's first shot in the second half.
Yeah, certainly very few that they've had.
Rare error
There you
by
go.
Mark Ellis. That's
Full-time whistle blows here at the Grantstore Victory Park Stadium. Chorley 3, Chester 0. It was goalless going in at the break, but 3 goals in the second half. Sampson, Calverley, and an own goal. The difference on the day, and Chorley made the extra man count in the second half. Ewan, has to be said, that's a real statement win.
Yeah, definitely. I think first half, Charlie struggled to maybe create the better opportunities, but second half, balls into the box. And I think we all really said it. Once the first goal was going to go in today, the floodgates probably would have opened. But a real measured performance for the Magpies and a great win.
Yeah, so from me and Ewan, that's a wrap for this afternoon. I'll be back again on Tuesday as the Magpies look to extend their unbeaten winning streak against Scarborough Athletic. But again, thanks everybody for listening in this afternoon, and enjoy the rest of your day. We certainly